going on, Conscious Crew? It's your favorite breakdown commentator. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform, girl. We are here with breaking news. Things are not looking good for Team Twirl, girl. Team Twirl done twirled their asses right into the damn unemployment line. So we got to talk about it, honey. So before we do so, you guys know what I need you all to do. I need you guys to thumbs up this video until it is absolutely stuck. All right, thumbing up not only helps for YouTube's algorithm, more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their arses into the damn sanctuary. All right, you guys have been doing amazing on the thumbs up. Also, shout out to all of the new subscribers. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Warm welcome, open heart, girl. We do it all, honey. We drag, we celebrity news, we spirituality. I mean, it ain't nothing that we don't touch on over here. So welcome to the platform. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your Facebook, MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're allowed live and in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through over.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you guys, what's going on, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday. Let me speak to my folk in the building, starting from the top. What's going on, my beautiful food expert? Hey, love. What's going on, baby mother Courtney? Hey, boo. What's going on, Star? Hey, Latera. What's going on, Mixed Glitter? Hey, my room is in tea. What's going on, Shayla? What's going on, Divine? Who says, I'm dancing in off your theme music to match and not like on period. What's going on, Gabriella? Hey, Universal T with Mary. Hey, boo. What's going on, Lady D? Hey, y'all. What's going on, Cynthia? Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. Girl, we got to get into it, okay? But first, we got some church announcements. Just, quick church announcements. You guys know I've been telling you guys that we're going to be doing a lot of pre-recorded material as well as live streams. So remember, you guys have to have your notification bell set to all. And you have to be checking that video tab on YouTube. So when you don't see content on the live stream tab, there probably is going to be content on the video tab. And there's always going to be content as well on the community wall. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen and show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, because YouTube be tripping on their little notifications of things, shy. Okay, so let me move me out the way, girl. Okay, so y'all see here, I did an upload this morning, pre-recorded 17 minutes. Okay, Cardi B getting into it with Offset's family, Miss Netta dragging the ish out of Craig, the mistress girl, Nicki Minaj little sister going at it with Jason Lee, Ice Spice, Claudia versus a Blueface Mammy Child. You guys see that 17 minutes and 32 seconds. Do you guys see how fast I'm able to report the news, girl, and get into some things when I don't go live? Live streaming literally just adds so much extra length on content because, I got to greet you guys. I got to wait for everybody to get in here. I got to, make sure everybody is thumbing up and sharing. Then I got to engage you all. And then I got to get into what you guys are saying. And, so it just adds so much more time on content. But I can cover so much stuff in just 20 damn minutes, honey. Get in and get out. So just remember, when you don't see content on the live tab here, make sure that you guys are hitting that video tab. So there may be pre-recorded content if there is not live stream content, all right? And that beautiful community wall, girl, it's always got something going on over here. Okay, always. Oh, yes, that's me, baby. Oh, yes. Okay, so all of that. All right, so girl, we got to get into some breaking news. Once again, make sure you guys are thumbing up the video. You guys know that there has been a lot going on with Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. You guys know that my co-host and fellow friend, Reckless Logic, you know, we did a unpacking of this topic, what, last week or last weekend, girl? You know, he's team twirl. You know, I like Kenya. I don't really call myself a fan of anybody, but I do like Kenya. I think she's great for the show. And, you know, we really got into the nuance and broke down Housewives. We talked about this drama between Kenya and Brittany Eady, which has been going viral, girl. There's so many moving parts and so many smoke and mirrors and so many alleges. And we still don't even have a smoking gun for anything yet, which is what makes this whole situation so damn bizarre. Okay? Shout out to my baby mother Star for the nasty piece of child support check. Thank you, Star. Bless you, baby. My bye. So I'm going to report breaking news from TMZ, who broke the tea, girl. Okay, their sources had got into some things as it relates to what is going on with Kenya. Then we're also going to talk about Kandi's recent remarks as it relates to her thoughts on Kenya being suspended indefinitely from Housewives, girl, because, you know, she has some things to say, even though she is somewhere collecting a Trump check now. All right. So, courtesy of TMZ, baby. All right, hold on. Where I'm at with it. I got so much stuff pulled up, girl. It is a mess. All right. TMZ reports that Kenya Moore not returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16, weighing her legal options. Kenya Moore is officially putting down her peach for this next season, at least because she ain't coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and this could possibly turn ugly. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Kenya will not return as a cast member for the rest of production for the new season after she was sidelined indefinitely for allegedly unveiling sensually explicit posters of newcomer Brittany Eady, seemingly performing oral X, girl, giving that old nasty piece of fellatio, girl, nasty deep throating going on. Now we're told Kenya has not been fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Instead, we're told both sides have agreed that she's just going to take a break from the show for now. Our sources say that Bravo is keeping the door open for a future return. However, we're also told that Kenya is considering legal options at this point because she's not happy with how this whole mess unfolded. In case you're unfamiliar, the drama all started when Brittany allegedly threatened Kenya earlier during filming of this upcoming season, with Brittany allegedly using the word GUN in a convo about Kenya during one of their feuds. Sources close to production tell TMZ the claim Brittany threatened to use a weapon was in fact investigated, but we're told it was never substantiated by the network. These same sources also say there was never a GUN present during filming. After that, Kenya ended up displaying NSFW posters of her co-star at her own hair spa grand opening while Brittany wasn't there. Bravo launched an investigation into this, and in the end, we're told Kenya's behavior was found to be in violation of their code of conduct. Oh my God, not Kenya. Not y'all arguing in last weekend's live that Kenya is such a truth teller, girl. Where is Reckless Logic, girl, who was up in here windmilling down to the ground, girl, for Miss Kenya Moore, honey, because, you know, she always tell the truth when it come to herself, and Kenya wouldn't make a fool of herself or her damn wig by getting out here on a live stream with only 17 people in it on Instagram, saying that, you know, she's innocent, girl, that she, in fact, you know, her hand doesn't fit the glove, OJ Moore, okay? So, baby, it look like Team Twirl, after all, is going to have to end up in witness protection, girl, when it's all said and done. Because the network, according to TMZ, did find Kenya's behavior to be in violation of their code of conduct. Despite this, we're told Kenya still feels wronged, with sources familiar with the situation saying her safety concerns are a huge part of the disconnect between her and the network right now, and they're just not seeing eye to eye. So two sides to the story, obviously. Kenya's former co-star, Kandi, came to her defense following the news of her suspension. So she clearly has Real Housewives of Atlanta folks still in her corner. All right, girl, hold on. So we got to get some commentary first, child. Baby, OJ Moore ass baby is gonna have to open up that hair care shop for real, baby. I know Kenya ass down there in that damn building, girl, turning that motherfucker into a damn Olympic swimming pool, a beauty salon, a damn rehabilitation center, a damn arcade, baby, a sober living facility, baby. Let me tell you, baby, Kenya better damn flip every floor and turn every damn room into another damn experience, baby, and get all of her damn Atlantean coin. Girl, and I'm kind of shook, but y'all know I'm not kind of shook because I was the one playing devil's advocate. And let me tell y'all what my argument was when me and Reckless had first talked about this. I said, you know, when we think about Kenya being smart and we think about Kenya not doing the most because, you know, she never been this stupid and she always been intelligent enough to make these girls hit her first, make these girls go upside her head first. You know, she's always been a clever person, baby, and sabotage everybody else's ass while securing her spot, okay? However, like I told Reckless, I said, we got to put this into total context, though. We're not talking about season 1 of Kenya. We're not talking about season 7, season 8, season 9. We're talking about season 16. The stakes are now high for Kenya. Kenya ass literally just apparently tied up her divorce, finally wrapped it up with her boyfriend, fiance, husband, Mark Nose Earring Daily Girl. She got attorney fees to pay for. You know, she got bills. She got this building she's allegedly renting for the sake of having a storyline for this season. So, you know, she got tabs, bitch. So she needs coin on top of needing coin because of her separation from her husband, not having that shared income, going through all of the legalities of the divorce and separation. She also is dealing with a show that's declining in ratings and has been plummeting in ratings the last 4 or 5 seasons, girl. I mean, they have been historical low views, particularly for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And bringing Nene Leakes back did not change the ratings. Portia was there. That wasn't changing the ratings. The fans were just over it. So on top of the show struggling, you already know that they also had cut production budget as well, which is why the show was looking a little raggedy. It was looking a little dusty. Girl, even Zeus Network was giving more high quality production, girl, than Miss Bravo for Real Housewives of Atlanta. But on top of the budget cuts, we know budget cuts were made to the salaries of even the OGs. We also know that Bravo been cutting the OGs, girl. Nene's not there. Phaedra's not there. Kandi allegedly left because of, you know, a lack of proper compensation, girl. So Miss Kenya knows that, girl, she's in the lion's den, okay? Because honestly, outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya don't have a damn thing else going on, girl. She's not dancing with the stars. See, she's not on Orange is the New Blue, Orange is the New Black, girl. She's not starring in no Netflix documentaries. She's not walking no Victoria's Secret balls, girl. She ain't got nothing going on, girl. So this, as far as I'm concerned, is the core and bulk of Kenya's income. On top of the fact that she knows that her ass is on the line because Bravo is even cutting the Titans, girl. This has, I believe, contributed to Kenya going even harder to secure her spot because she knows that the puppet string could be cut, girl. She could be clipped, girl, because they're not just clipping the newcomers, girl. They're clipping the girls who been living on Real Housewives of Atlanta Boulevard for the last 20 years. On top of that, you got the new bitches coming through, like Brittany, girl. You know, you got, you know, these beautiful young talents, girl. They self-made. They got their own coin. They coming in, you know, hot and ready like a Little Caesar pizza, baby. So Kenya gotta really compete. She gotta really show her worth. She gotta really put on junkie stunts in the show to really establish why she is where she is and why she deserves to continue to be a returning familiar cast member. Okay, why she continues to need to be an essential cast member, girl. So I believe that 16 seasons later, this Kenya Moore possibly could be desperate enough to do something very stupid, because desperate times calls for what, y'all? Desperate damn measures. However, let me tell you what I think happened, because me and Reckless was going through a plethora of theories, okay? Because right now, we still don't have a smoking gun. All we have is sources, according to TMZ, who is a reputable media site, saying that production has wrapped up their investigation and found that Kenya was in fact in violation of something. However, we still really don't know what that is. What me and Reckless went over was the fact that that violation could be some explicit photos of Brittany that was plastered on the screen, on posters, etc. They could be AI images of Brittany depicting her in very explicit, vulnerable positions. Who knows? And then you guys know we also had that weird audio of Portia's deer-faced ass talking about, oh, what is that, a penis? You know, I didn't know whether Portia ass was looking through her own photo gallery, whether she was referring to something that was actually on display in Kenya's one-stop shop spa girl, or you know, if Portia ass was on a Plenty of Fish swiping them right while she was getting lit and drunk off this cheap ass liquor at Kenya's damn event, child. You know, looking at dick pics and things, trying to figure out who she gonna ride tonight, girl. We ain't know what the context was of Portia saying, oh, girl, is that a penis? What's that, child? Okay. I think what may have happened is, I think maybe there is some exaggeration, but you know, there's typically always fire where there's smoke. I think, because we did hear the audio also of Kenya going to golf at her event. Brittany was not there at that point. Kenya was dog walking Brittany, calling her an insurance fraud hoe, saying she busted open on Snapchat for Young Gotti or whoever the damn thug was, girl. And I think it's possible that maybe there weren't posters and there weren't like actual displays of Brittany up, but I think that one of Kenya's compadres, possibly in attendance, pulled out her phone or her tablet and conveniently pulled up images of Brittany allegedly. And that phone with Brittany's images was being passed around and showcased to those who was in attendance. And I think the conflict that Bravo is probably having, or what took so long, was the technicality. Like, okay, well, Kenya didn't technically have these images up, but somebody at her event, somebody who is her associate and her friend possibly, you know, seemed to have been in cahoots with this drag Kenya was given and showed these images while filming, while production was active, to this crowd of people who was in vicinity of this whole situation. And because this person is affiliated with Kenya, this was done on set, This was done while filming. Bravo ultimately probably casted responsibility and blame on Kenya Moore. Kenya is probably upset, as you guys have heard now. She's entertaining her legal issues because she's probably going to try to fight a technicality like, no, I don't care if somebody else brought these images up at my event and showed these images to other people in the room. I did not do it. I did not tell anybody to do it. I did not have these images on display. I did not pass these images around myself. You guys cannot hold me accountable for what my good Judy did, for what my good girlfriend did, for, you know, what somebody else did, even though it happened under my watch and it happened in my environment. And because that middle ground, being so edgy and being right there to the edge and being so controversial, because it's like enough happened for there to be a problem, but the smoking GUN ain't necessarily in your hands or necessarily at your hands, so we technically can't put the weapon or assign the weapon to you. However, it's just too close to home. You know, you leading this charge against Brittany, calling her a hoe, talking about she busting it open on Snapchat, and then ironically somebody at the event pulls up these images and showing the screen of the phone or the tablet, and then Portia like, girl, what is that? I think that's what happened. And I think this is why the narrative from Bravo allegedly is we just came to a middle and decided we need to fall back. And this is why they didn't necessarily fire her. It was just apparently a joint agreement that, you know, everybody just chill, take a season off. It's just kind of too much. Brittany is talking about, you know, possibly pressing charges. It could be libel. It could be, you know, some defamation. It could be some criminal charges. I was arguing with a bunch of Dusties under the Jasmine Brands comment section because I think the Jasmine brand had posted a clip of Kandi, which we want to get into next, defending Kenya Moore during her indefinite suspension. And people was just like, girl, you know, allegedly these images were readily available on the internet. So how could it be revenge P? A lot of people have a misunderstanding about what revenge PE is. And even though revenge P laws are slightly different per state, ultimately revenge P doesn't have anything to do with how readily available the images are. They could be the first things on Google, okay? They could be the first things you see when you sign into Tumblr or into Facebook. That's not what constitutes it, or that's not what takes it out of the category of revenge P. Revenge P is any sensually explicit photo of someone that is presented with malicious intent and presented without their consent. So this is where Kenya would have stopped, okay? Because she was dragging and slandering and, you know, saying some inflammatory things about Brittany as this alleged image was being made available to people by who knows what, you know, or who knows who. So that's what revenge PE is. It doesn't matter how readily available the images are. It's the maliciousness and the intent to humiliate someone, to shame someone, to embarrass someone, and without their consent. All right. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting, because Kenya allegedly, according to sources, are entertaining a suit based upon who exactly, I don't know. Because we know when Nene Leakes, you know, put out her suit against the network, etc., and were citing racial bias and racism, that her ass has yet to be able to return. And rightfully so, especially if those claims were unfounded. And you don't, as a network, want to run the risk of dealing with any talent that is willing to sue the company because they are unhappy for whatever reason. Okay, so I think Nene Leakes kind of sealed her fate. I think that Bravo executives will never trust Nene again because they just don't know what card she's going to pull when she's in her feelings, when she feels something is unjust. What narrative are you going to pull out your ass in order to justify a means to a coin on the 1st and the 15th? So if Kenya goes forward and attempts to sue the network, even though the network is allegedly just wanting her to chill out, take a back seat, take this season off, we're going to keep the door open. You know, we're going to leave it open for you to return at any point in time in the future. If she does file suit against the network, that door is probably going to be permanently closed. So if Kenya is going to take suit because she feels she's been wrongfully terminated or she's been wrongfully put on a absence of leave or whatever her claim will be, she better make sure that she goes for everything she can, girl. She better make sure that whatever she's going to go for, girl, can make her filthy rich for the rest of her ashy ass life. Because, baby, once you file that, girl, you're done. Okay? Your ass, you know, is going to have to seriously go twirl on downtown, you know, to Miss Hair Care Spa Facility. Okay? So, that's going to be interesting. Will there be a lawsuit against Brittany? I also heard that Kenya is allegedly threatening legal suit against those who leaked the audios, etc. So it's going to be a lot going on. I don't know where Kenya is going to get the damn money from to be issuing out all these lawsuits. So it's going to be interesting to see what the fallout is. I know Kenya probably is mad as all hell because once again, this is really all Kenya got. She ain't even gonna be able to keep that damn building for the rest of the year, girl. The Bravo checks are closed, girl. The banks are closed. The Bravo doors are closed. And I think it's really unfortunate. So there is I'm in the middle when it comes to Kenya. If she literally had posters up of this girl, it was stupid and it was desperate. And I can see why she would jump to desperate means, you know, with her job on the line, girl. The show is tanking, new girls coming in, the OGs are being fired and not paid, girl. So, you know, I know that pressure does very strange things to people, just like drugs do. Okay. I can also see possibly Kenya Moore doing her job appropriately as the cameras were rolling, but Kenya got it possibly cracking, girl, once Bravo wrapped up their cameras, girl, and started taking shit down, that Kenya pulled down the goddamn curtain, girl, and revealed all of Brittany's damn pussy lips, girl, to onlookers, honey. Okay, that they got lit up in that bitch after Kenya ass, you know, had Bravo finish, girl, which once again probably would all still be too much of a liability because honestly, this event happened as a result of a scene that was being shot for the network. So I think anything, girl, that can be adjacent to the network and lead to the network possibly having any liability and responsibility in the matter is something that they're going to absolutely scoot away from. Okay. Now let's get into Miss Kandi Burruss, girl. Okay. Let me see here. If you guys are in the building, please thumbs up. I'm doing good on time, so I'll probably drop the link and let you guys come up, girl, and talk about it, girl. If Team Twirl is in the building, girl, come up and talk about what y'all think going on with Miss Moore. If y'all not Team Twirl, girl, come up here and tell us, you know, how y'all think Kenya gonna be doing twirling in that damn unemployment line, child. All right. Now, Kandi recently took to a radio show or something, girl, and she spoke out and came to Kenya Moore's defense. And I quote Kandi, I don't like the fact that they suspended Kenya. I know a lot of people was like, she shouldn't have shown that, but this is Housewives. Burruss said during an interview on Street's Morning Takeover, quote, how many times we have done or did something that you think somebody shouldn't do? So who made the rules? Why do you all of a sudden got such an issue with somebody doing something crazy to somebody? Okay, so I think this was a two-part, slightly passive-aggressive statement from Kandi. But let me speak to what Kandi said for one. Kandi is literally the wrong messenger, girl. You literally was not even willing to be on any future seasons of Housewives if they were going to allow Phaedra ass to return, girl. You literally said, girl, I will wrap it, I will snap it, I will take it, I will bake it, I will pack my shit up and walk, girl. If y'all bring this 4'11" asshole back after she almost done Cosby'd my ass, girl, and caused me to lose my restaurants and my dildo company, girl, and every goddamn thing else that I done slaved for, okay? So I'm just curious to know why Kandi is confused and what is she talking about when a whole other castmate was penalized and penalized justly for what she did to Kandi ass. And Kandi sitting here talking about, girl, who made the rules? Whoever you reported Phaedra ass to get her ass fired. It's still who's making the damn rules, girl. Whoever you reported Carlos King and Phaedra ass to, baby, is the ones who's writing the damn rules, girl. Whoever's still in the damn principal's office over there that you submitted your damn complaints to against Carlos ass and Phaedra, baby, is who is writing the damn rules. However, I think this also was a passive-aggressive statement from Kandi because I think Kandi still felt a way about Bravo keeping Portia ass. You know, Portia and Kandi went on to still have a very rough ride for seasons following the suspension and firing and termination of Phaedra ass. And I think that this statement made on this morning show was Kandi basically saying, oh, I know y'all hoes ain't suspending Kenya ass because y'all allowed a lot of chicks to do crazy-ish on the show, honey. Y'all allowed, I felt like what she really wanted to say was, girl, y'all allowed Portia ass to continue to be there when she should have packed her shit in haul ass and been kicked the hell out of the franchise with Phaedra because she was Phaedra's little puppet in this whole thing. And she went out of her way to take those allegations, you know, to the top of the mountain against me, girl. But, you know, y'all really wasn't trying to shake the damn table like that because y'all were more interested in trying to keep the core cast together for the sake of future ratings and end up putting me in a position to have to continue to share a platform and a stage and a couch with this goddamn heifer, honey. Okay, so I feel like that's where Kandi's comments were really coming from, girl, because I feel like Kandi still pressed, and rightfully so, girl. There is some things that are just unforgivable. And one of those things, girl, is when you start putting the P word on people and you start putting the SA claims on people, when those claims are not true and you use that stuff just to be retaliatory, you use that stuff just to try to collapse somebody's reputation and to injure somebody's brand and likeness, because it's literally one of the most extreme things that you can really say about anybody is calling them a rapist or calling them a Edo, okay? So rightfully so, I would have never, if I was in Kandi's shoes either, felt comfortable with a bitch still having access to an audience of millions of viewers, girl, having access to a confessional chair, girl, and ain't no telling what the hell would come out of her goddamn mouth with all that I got to fucking lose. And I can understand Kandi as, you know, still just feeling away because it's just like, okay, y'all got rid of one of the sources, but y'all should have equally got rid of one of the hitchmen as well. And if y'all could keep Portia ass after all she almost costed me, then y'all damn sure shouldn't be fucking penalizing Kenya ass over footage that hasn't even become published yet. Y'all still have an opportunity to scoot this stuff to the side and not edit this stuff into the show and just reprimand Kenya, unlike in Kandi's situation where they filmed that whole season, girl, and edited all those allegations against Kandi's ass right into the show, girl. They edited all that shit still right into the damn season, and Kandi had to live through the whole damn thing into the damn reunion, after the damn reunion, into future episodes. So she's probably just like, girl, I'm confused, girl. When all of a sudden did we start putting out Cape on? When all of a sudden did Bravo start really caring about their talent and really penalizing fucking people when y'all done left so many problematic ass people on the damn show, and not just on Atlanta, but on the other mayonnaise variations of Housewives too. So I think that's really what Kandi's tea was. Wow. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Y'all, hold on. Let me grab my charger. Thumbs up the video, you guys. I'm about to drop the link too. All right, I'm gonna read some comments. I'm gonna drop the link. Let you guys come up. Please thumbs up the video. Please share the live stream out on Twitter and MySpace and all that good jazz, honey. Let me see. Hey, intersex. Okay. Rose says that's a good point. Blessing the highly favored said facts. My baby mother Courtney says don't feel sorry for none of them. Kenya knew better, Portia knew better, and so on. Yeah, I don't. If Kenya did it. But my question to y'all is, do y'all feel the penalty matches the crime if Kenya herself did not show those images, but maybe somebody from her entourage, you know, pulled the images up on their personal phone and then showed the people in the room? Do y'all still feel like Kenya should be held 100% responsible? Okay, Kiwa says that's the kicker. Thumbs up the video, but the allegations were true. But see, Bravo ain't telling us which, you know, to what degree is the violation. What did you guys find? What was this behavior y'all are saying was, you know, out of order? You know, we need some clarity, girl. We need some 4K clarity, child. And that was really a rumor, wasn't it? Because, you know, to Reckless's point, I don't know, y'all, if I really believe that Kenya would be stupid enough, girl, to go live following, you know, the rumors that she had been indefinitely suspended and based. But you know, it's so funny now that I think about it, girl, Kenya never, well, you know, she has issued a statement saying, you know, she would never administer revenge peace. She would never do that. She's never done that. She's innocent of those claims. But when she went live, she never really said she was innocent. She just said, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. And by anywhere, she must have meant, girl, she's not going anywhere else for the day. Because, baby, you definitely gone, Miss Mamas. But, you know, I don't know if I feel like Kenya is that delusional that she would have publicly declared her innocence, knowing that it was possible that she did have the smoking GUN in her hand, and this could come back to bite her in the ass amid an investigation. I don't know if Kenya was that stupid, but I do feel like Kenya is clever enough to have had some confidence in the technicality of, well, yeah, it happened, but I ain't have no posters and I ain't put nothing up on the screen. But yes, somebody brought up alleged images of Brittany on their phone in the building at the event and was showing the girls, all the girls, you know, but I can't be held responsible for that. You know, that's like making me responsible for something that a customer is watching on their YouTube while they're getting their hair done or getting their bunion sawed down or getting, their face lifted, etc., girl. Like, I'm not responsible for that. So I believe it's possible that Kenya either stepped out on confidence, like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I am innocent. Y'all can't hold me accountable for what another bitch did at the event. You just can't. Or either Kenya has gotten that damn delusional that she knows her ass is guilty as hell of said allegation. But I don't know. I just don't. I'm gonna give Kenya more than that, baby. Kenya, I don't know. I mean, but Kenya is a damn liar. Remember when she told People Magazine, girl? I just dropped the link for anybody who want to come up. People Magazine, that she had divorced Mark last year, girl. That her divorce had been wrapped up, etc., girl. But we're learning a year later, girl, that she's just now tying up the loose ends to her divorce, girl. Okay, it's just like, oh my goodness, Kenya. Okay, hey, Ray, who says, no, Housewives of Atlanta check and the salon chairs are empty. Yes, because, she apparently is supposed to be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays in her spa. And the Friday she went live to allegedly, respond to these allegations, girl, it was only her and one of her other PAs in the damn facility, girl. It wasn't jumping. It wasn't no music playing, girl. The doors were not open, honey. You didn't hear no gossip and cackling of customers, girl. You didn't hear no damn stampede through the building, girl. It was as quiet as a mouse, and Kenya ass was able to just bounce from room to room, girl, and give us a damn virtual tour, honey. Okay, so I don't know what the hell she gonna do. Tina says she's always been this way, though. Shirley says, when you think you are smarter than everyone else, you slip up sometimes. Tisha says the judge signed off on the divorce last week. The divorce isn't binding until the judge signs, honey. Tina said she was trying to play it off. Lisa says she needs to sell her mansion and move to East Point. Oh, she gonna have to, girl. She gonna have to move right back to that apartment, girl, with that white refrigerator, honey. Ooh, the ghetto. Hey, Rumors and Tea.
Hey, Conscious.
Love.
You can hear me? I'm good. Hey, crew. What's going on, everybody?
You loud, live in the color, child. What you think, honey? Miss Kenya Moore not returning and allegedly not fired, but just, taking a season off.
So what I think is she definitely violated. I think there was a violation. I don't think no one from her team, her circle, like what I'm saying, blindsided her and gave I just believe she did it. Now they could have, did their little background check on all the new girls that was coming in, preparing for the new season. You know what I mean? Like, Kenya's very strategic, right? And I think that the pressure, because you said a lot of things that I had been thinking over the last few weeks. Well, not weeks, but days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there was a lot of pressure on Kenya and Portia, for that matter, to carry the show. And although, I don't think that her and Portia by themselves were a big enough dynamic for just the two of them to be able to carry the show by themselves, considering the history. Now, if it was their own little spinoff, of course they could have, because then the show would have been built up around them. But Housewife is a franchise, is an ensemble franchise. So I think that the pressure in the new genre, let's be for real, although I am definitely I have my toxic reality shows that I like, right? Yeah. And it's not with women that are 35 and plus older. I don't want to see them their type of toxicity or whatever. I want it to be just shade and stuff. I don't want it to be, fighting, going super dark, exposing people's families, things just, the dark and heavy stuff. I don't want to see that of women 35 and older. So what I feel like with them bringing on the newer faces that were younger, that's possibly the direction to compete with today's market, because let's keep it real. Although we say we want to see, we don't want to see the toxicity, those shows that are the most toxic had the highest ratings.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because for some reason, you know what? And I know what the reason is, because most of us of a certain age, we really on YouTube and on streaming apps or whatever. We ain't really watching regular TV. Whether it's, you know what I'm saying, through cable, through, you know, digital TV. Like, we ain't really watching. If we watching them shows, we're watching stuff that's like already nothing new. You know, we watching stuff
Oh,
that's in
you know
syndication.
what? You just said something pivotal, Romas, and now I think I understand why the viewership decline has been declining. It's because, as you said, this show had really appealed to like probably the 30 and up club, you know, the more like in between mature consumers. And we journeyed with the show from the beginning. If we was already as consumers kind of the middle age folk, the 30 and up folk, then it means that we grew and evolved and matured even more after 10 years of the show, because now we in our 40s. If the show, as everybody been saying, then became ratchet, low down, and we growing up, as it seemed these 30 and up girls also should have been growing up, but are in fact growing down, that then results in housewives losing their consumer base because they did not market the show to 18-year-olds. The show wasn't marketed and driven and consumed by 20-year-olds. This was a show that was initially about, you know, a 40 plus up group of fabulous melanated Black women of the South living luxurious lives and in their Dolce, in their Giovanni, and who was just carrying, honey, with this elite attitude. So when all of the, as you said, all of the darkness came, you know, people got speaking on, people calling people rapists, and you got them fighting, and you got Portia running down the back alley beating up on women, and people getting kicked in their coochies on boats, and you just got all of this ratchetosity, and you got Nene damn near about to have a whole damn psychotic episode trying to deal with housewives, etc. Girl, I mean, it just got so deep and so heavy and so terroristic, and it really deviated from the fun. It deviated from the lifestyle focus of the show. And the initial consumer base of housewives grew up, you know, and are now master degree folk who own in their homes and who are also living those same lifestyles of these women. But these women now acting like Zeus Network employees. And so now Housewives has been caught in the crosshairs of losing the appeal of their core consumer base and has not properly been able to rebrand, because I also don't think that there is an audience yet who's interested in seeing, as you said, these type of women from these type of lived experiences and walks of life acting like Natalie Nunn and the baddies. It just looks awkward. It looks unnatural. And it just looks so tacky as it relates to the context of their lives, of their professionalism, of their age, their mothers, their wives. It just looks unhinged and really weird. So I think that actually really explains why views have plummeted like the damn Titanic.
But I'm gonna tell you, I see productions. I like, my wheels have been spinning, and I've seen how production has created this unhinged, because we already know Kenya's history when it comes to, and I'm going to say mental health, because of her abandonment issues and things of that nature. We've seen Kenya get right to the edge, but never fall off or jump off. Like, she's played a very, like, walked a very fine line. She's been known. That's why I think a lot of people have defended her, because she's been known to be able to, like, stop person, like, go just far enough not to go over. However, I really believe that production, that's the reason why they brought Portia back in, because they are trying to build and create a new audience. They
Mm-hmm.
needed someone that has an attachment and history with Housewives Atlanta franchise specifically, but that's ratchet as well. And we all know that Portia fits that, because even though I think she's of a certain age that she should not even be on a ratchet no more. But like I don't want to be like ageism person, because everybody has their, but even with that, I think they brought her back, which put Kenya in a space of desperation. I'm not trying to make no excuses for her, but I can see her being desperate enough, wanting to keep up with the ratchet newcomers, because Portia could easily adapt. She's that already. She'll fit right in. Kenya is a mom now. Even before she became a mom, though, I think that her experience, that she had, her accomplishments had put her, and I think age as well, had put her in a certain space where she was already coming into the age where she couldn't be ratchet to that extreme. She couldn't be the hood rat. Now being a parent, although she could still get down, I don't think that that's who Kenya is. So, like, I really believe that she felt like she had to, because one thing about it, two things for sure. I think in the moment, Kenya didn't think, like, her desperation didn't allow her to think about the long-term effects. I think that's where the ego came in. Her, like, because she's always thought highly of herself, which is nothing wrong with. You know what I mean? But to me, she's been a little bit delusional. But I think that because she played the villain role so well, right? She was like one of the very few that could go toe to toe with Nene. And you know what I mean? Like the face of the franchise, she was able to successfully do that. So I think that created an ego in her. And she got away with a lot of things, but nothing that warrants her ever being suspended or removed. But I do believe the reason why they have not fired her is because Kenya is going to be their last hope. Like, as I believe that before the season is over, they're going to do everything they can to bring her back in. They may make that the discussion for the season finale. Bring her back in towards the end of the season. It's going to serve a purpose because they paid her. She's in contract. And we know that this show is on its last leg. So I do believe with them suspending her, I don't know who they're going to scramble. I saw a picture somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but they're about to scramble to bring somebody in.
Have you heard the rumors that Andy is allegedly also considering scrapping the entire season, because now that they're not going to have the protagonists to really, keep that grit on the show. I mean, is Portia gonna be enough by herself? I mean, what is it gonna really
Absolutely not.
It'll be interesting.
If somebody share this with Bravo, or somebody from the show, share this link to them.
Please do.
I
At
think
me on Twitter, y'all, and Instagram.
I really think that it would be good for them to like bring in some of the OGs. I mean, actually, as many of them as they could bring in for an episode, maybe two. Just let them spin the block, per episode come in, or whatever the case may be, and show. Because here's the thing, I just don't think that either they need to cancel the franchises, or because every last Housewife show is failing. None of them are breaking numbers anymore. They are all failing. And like you said earlier, straight across the board, I'm a Housewife fan, right? But I don't watch it on TV. I catch the clips here and there, but I keep up with what's going on with them, because I don't want to consider myself a fan, but yeah, I really freaked with the franchise. I didn't care. Beverly Hills, what's the one? Salt Lake City, all of them. The driest one, even the international ones. Like I just like the concept of real people.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind when celebrities came into either, because they're still human beings. They're still real people.
Yeah.
But it's like like you said, the dynamics of what it was has completely changed. We're no longer seeing people's families, their real lives. Everything is manufactured. People are selling products that we never see. Like we very rarely see people's products in the stores.
Guess who said on Aromas and Tea that the show lost its value because
Nene, I agree.
that people were bringing the value of the showdown or because of fake ass storylines, etc. And it was Kenya, she said that Kenya was going to be the downfall and did start to shift the quality of the show. I just wish that Nene would have also predicted her own damn fate as well. Because
it's like, that dollar make like,
because
it's just something about the ego.
Here's the thing about a Nene. You beat the hell out of Kim off camera, which was smart. And that's why you were able to clock Portia ass when she tried to clock your ass at the reunion. It was like, well, didn't you beat the hell out of somebody? Yeah, but was it caught on camera? It's a T. Okay. Secondly, though, Nene did her fair share of swinging and banging, not only on Kim ass, but she beat the hell out of the damn cameraman, broke the damn man front tooth out his mouth, and oh nah, baby. Nene ass was giving Zeus Network energy at one point as well.
You know what Nene's saving grace was though? Her mental instability. Like she fought against.
Hold on for a minute, boo. Vanessa, I think you came up, boo. If you can hit the link again. I'm gonna drop it again for you, boo, or you might have dropped down. Go ahead, love.
Yeah, Nene, even though she was trying to there was a little bit of vulnerability there where we can have compassion, although we know what Kenya's going through. Kenya she's not always authentic. It always comes off very performative. Even though you got to pull Nene's, pull teeth and pull legs and limbs to get her to just drop the armor and be herself, be vulnerable, we still can get that. It's really hard to pull that out of Kenya. But I understand that she's just guarded or whatever. But I just wish the egos of it all, you can be confident in who you are, but don't ever get so and I think that's where it became for Nene. I think Nene's ego played a large role in it as well as her downfall. She may not have been all the way 100% wrong about the thing. It was like you didn't have this stuff that she was complaining about with Bravo and even with the production company. This is the stuff that was new. But you didn't make an issue and become disgruntled until it happened to you.
And that was my issue with her, even though I don't fuck with Kim Zolciak at all, but that was my issue too. When she started pouncing on Kim, is she also tried to turn that into a racist situation with Kim's assistant, Sweetie. And I'm just like, girl, you knew Kim before the cameras even started Real Housewives of Atlanta. You single-handedly recruited Kim. Remember, you are the founding mother of the show. And you bear a friendship with this white woman who has had Sweetie in her life longer than y'all have even had a friendship. And you lived through that friendship and kikied with Kim and was all in her business, all in her house, all in her life until it started going left between you and Kim over Tardy for the Party and you taking jabs at her trying to be a singer. And then when the friendship collapsed, you then really tried to go for the gusto by turning a situation with her personal assistant that never truly bothered you, but it was just a way to really make Kim the bigger villain and to really pit the audience and even possibly the network against Kim by then alluding to the fact that she was racist. If you had any care and concern for this Black personal assistant who you felt like was being subjected to abuse and unethical and racist behavior, you should have caught Kim long out before you had personal reasons with her. It's hard for me to take people's claims seriously when they sit their ass around and they laugh as much as they want to laugh and they kiki as much as they want to kiki and they benefit as much as they want to benefit from everything, and then all of a sudden shit goes personally left and now you're making all of these extreme allegations. It just comes off as so insincere. And Nene did the same thing with this network. At one point in time, you sat on the same network in their confessional chair and bragged about being the highest paid and being the baddest bitch and, you know, a Bravo check and all of this. And then when you wasn't bringing it, or there were issues with you and the network over whatever, you started once again funneling in the R word. And I'm just like, Nene, it don't be giving, sis. It don't be giving, boo. And that's
At
why
all.
and that's why it went nowhere with that damn suit. Nowhere. Oh, we got
Because she really somebody else in here.
yeah, we got a Vanessa back. I just want to bring her up super quick. Hey, Vanessa. Vanessa. Can you hear me?
Hold on.
I got a screen thing up because I saw your camera was down, but people can't see you. But you just muted yourself. And now you're officially cam down. Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Hey, Consciouztv.
Hey.
I ain't talked to you in a while.
Hey.
You know, I'm to these bundles.
Oh, hey,
You know.
How you doing?
Yeah, I've been doing good. I've been watching, you know, on the sidelines. I had a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
What's going on with the drama?
The drama of it all, how I feel. It's like, I'm on the same page with what you were saying earlier. Like, it kind of happened how it happened. I really feel like you should kind of like bow out a little bit and chill out. I do feel like production or something is really fishy because I've been doing a lot of research and looking into things of how they will have them, you know, say or do certain things and stuff because all of them have different producers in the whole, you know, TV show. So some of those producers were like, you need to do this and do that, and then that person don't really want to do it, but they do it for TV or they do it because that's what's going to save their job. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay, so you feel like the producers are contributing.
They like they pimps.
Look, apparently they fired the last production, got new production in, and apparently there has been production issues. And when me and Reckless had talked about this last weekend, we was also going in on production because ultimately all roads do lead back to the producers of the show. They are the ones who are really responsible for giving us a great show, for giving us great content and storylines, and just making the show very interesting and casting the proper and right personalities. These type of shows can really have a interesting dynamic and group dynamic, and
but you know, some of them have favoritism as well with certain ones. So we know Kenya haven't never been like a likable person, a likable one on the show, but she's needed for the show a little bit, you know, low-key. But I feel like the production is against her, and the first thing they could get against her, they was gonna go after her and shut her down. And then also, I do remember how they say like a lot of her friends on the show don't take her accountable. I ain't gonna lie, I saw some times when Kandi didn't take her accountable, but then I saw some times when she did. I saw some other times when some people take her accountable, but somebody like Marlo can't take her accountable because Marlo just always came for her. Always. So you can't expect somebody like that to be like some sweepstake hoe or some shit like that.
Yeah, Marlo is a narcissist. I think that they would have to bring Carlos King back. I think that he had a particular anointing when it came
I can agree. And I feel like when he did the interviews with the different ones, like Royce, Nene, and all of them, it was like a wake-up call for them to recognize that they really needed him back on the show, or, you know, directing, producing, or whatever. But they didn't catch the niche. I don't know why the fuck they didn't catch the niche, but I feel like they didn't. Because I feel like he's needed for Atlanta Housewives, because like when you go from season 1 to 6, and Carlos, I don't know how long he was on there, but he was on there at the beginning and stuff. And then after he wasn't on there, shit fell off, the views went down or whatever. I think he's needed for the show.
I
Or he's
think
proved himself that he's needed for the show.
I think that, you know, I'm never going to be able to unhear it after me and Reckless spoke about it, you know. But Reckless hit it on the nail when he said that, you know, they do need to bring back the luxury of the show, and that
And
was,
I love Reckless so much. I ain't
yeah,
trying to take
like,
it off. I love him so much.
they need to bring back like the luxury. They need to ease up on the drama. They need to get back to the
Uh-huh.
fun.
Because
They need
this
to
is not
get back,
Zeus Network. It's Atlanta Housewives.
they need
It's
to get back
Bravo, for
to
God's sake.
the rich bitch shit. And if they need to shake up the cast, that's cool. But I think the like what should lead Housewives is not necessarily the drama.
The
It needs
ratchet shit.
to be the lifestyle coupled with people who know how to have fun, who know how to talk their shit, who funny, people who have funny as personalities. I just feel like all producers regarding a lot of these reality shows have just gotten real lazy, and they're just relying on the drama because the drama kind of take care of itself. It'll kind of produce itself really. And they just kind of lean in that, and it's just like, yeah, but that ain't gonna work because of the
We
who.
more woke and we more available intellectual than what they think we are.
I'll say that again.
I said we more woke and more, in tune and more intellectual than they think we are. So they really like thinking like, oh yeah, we create some spice with some drama or some hands hitting and stuff, and that's just what black folks want. But that's not true. We want to see successful women being bougie or whatever, like how you said before, like when it was in the first stages. I We never saw that from our community that see a black woman or a black man or whoever, you know, wearing Louis Vuitton and all that stuff. And it was exciting and it gave us motivation and stuff. But then it
And
got to,
girls
well, it's just
were
the
enjoying,
drama.
like everybody was so bushy eyed and just so
Hmm.
ready to show off, and just so, you know, Sheree was ready to show that she was the it girl of the town and throwing these exclusive
And
parties.
that's the point. Yeah, that was the
Nene,
point. Like, yeah.
Nene was so excited to show her sew in, girl, and you know, just oh, girl, like it was just so funny,
Girl, you was just like just shaking your hair and just being who you
funny.
were because you had a little bit of money, and it was like, yes, girl, I'm gonna do that shit too. I'm gonna be that, at some point. It gave somebody, I guess, I don't want to say too much, but I want to say like hope or faith or whatever. Like I can be that girl if I do this and do that. It gave more of that type of energy than the energy of I just need to pretend and fake this stuff instead of being authentic and, being myself. And I got it from the ground up and I'm showing y'all the blueprint. You know what I mean? It got away from that. It got to, oh, messy stuff like he say, she say stuff. And you already know how we is in our own hometown that he say, she say stuff. It don't really, add up or it don't really work. So what I'm saying is I feel you on that because I remember when I started watching it on the second season. So I went back and watched the first season. But I was like, oh, okay, I like this. It was catty, but it wasn't too catty, but it just gave just the right niche of it. You know what I mean?
Because
It
and the right mix is when you major in fun and lifestyle and you minor in the drama, and that's why the show worked, and that's why the show don't work, and why it's lost a big chunk of its consumers, because now it's majoring in the drama and minoring in the fun and
that part.
minoring
So this
in,
low key giving a little low end of love and hip hop.
yeah, it's no
It's
different,
drama.
and I mean,
Yeah.
like look at how this season is only a month into shooting, and look at what the reports already are. People are allegedly threatening to GUN each other the fuck down, revenge P all over the damn walls. I mean, I mean, literally, Real Housewives of Atlanta has fallen from grace. This is literally a shame. This is a damn shame. But you know what's so funny? this is also, it's funny how this is also kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because I remember when a few seasons in, the show got controversy, and there was some fears from Black women's community that the show was going to be really ghetto and was going to be, you know, a misrepresentation of Black women, and Black women just wasn't ready for that. And I remember the girls speaking to that and was just like, you know, that's not the case. We don't represent all of Black women, etc. And they really kind of argued away from that narrative. And it's just so crazy to look at Housewives now. They have completely leaned into the worst fears from the consumers initially of Housewives that was afraid this was going to be a ratchet, little bootsy, hot ass mess, and it's turned to just like a fucking mess. So
I ain't gonna lie, you Consciouztv, you always know what to say and how to say things. You say things that I be thinking and be wanting, you know, low key. So like that's why I'm like glad to be able to be up here, and I appreciate it. I was able to come here
for sure. And in closing, I just want to say that I think that the show needs an absolute hiatus. I think it's exhausting at this point. I kind of feel like they're forcing Housewives on us at this point. The fans literally keep saying, "Strap it, we're done, we're complete, girl. It's run its circle. Don't allow Housewives to go out bad. Like, kind of try to go out on somewhat of a damn high note, honey." But I feel like they need a break. They need to go away for a few years.
They really do. They really do. Like, take a year hiatus at least.
They need to rebrand, and I think they need to keep the over 35 and up club, because I think that that's good for the culture. 40 is the new 20. I think that a lot of people who used to be considered old and old age now are, you know, it's a fabulous age. People are having a total,
because the 30s is like the 20s now, and the 40s is like the 30s.
and I think it'd be good for Black women to have a show where you don't really have like a bunch of young women trying to make it and doing everything that they can to get put on, but showing like the aftermath of when you've made the right decisions and you have married well, you have lived well, and you're just getting into like, you know, what's in Eden, honey, what's in the land of milk and honey. Let me show you how it goes down in the New Jerusalem, honey. You know, so I think that they should keep the 35 and up theme, but they do need to take some time off. Give us time to kind of forget the show, to kind of miss the show,
process this shit or whatever, and figure out something.
Yes, and just figure shit out. Shit. Because I'm over it. I am over it. But I gotta get up out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming up. This was a great mix. Any lasting words or thoughts that you have on the news? Hold on.
I'm gonna let her go first.
My question to y'all is, do y'all think the rest of the season should be filmed and should be shown? Or do you think they need to axe it?
What do you say?
I definitely think that they should. Yeah, I think they should definitely air the whole entire season. It's not fair to the other people to be penalized, but I think at the end of the season, like, I don't think it should be no 20 episodes, you know what I mean? Like, make it like a good maybe 13, 14 episodes, good, and you know, then go on a little hiatus. You know what I mean? Like, but don't penalize the others because of these two women, whoever's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that to the rest of the cast.
That's so thoughtful, Rumors and Tea. That's so thoughtful.
Yeah, because you know, like, you got some new chicks up there, other new cats. Like, I just don't think it's fair for them to be penalized because of two individuals, whether no matter who's right or who's wrong. I just don't think that's fair to everybody. Like, but yeah, I definitely think they need to take a hiatus. And
I agree.
I just think the whole entire, and I know we only really discussing them, but I really do think the whole entire Housewife franchise needs a break, because it's all of them. They're all the same exact way. They're all like, don't think that it's just a black and white thing. It's ratchet. Like, they want to, you know what I'm saying, cater to a younger audience. And I think that if you're going to do that, then you need to come up with another show. It should not, of another franchise to do that with. It should
Right.
not be the Housewives, because everything you guys stated was 100% honest and real. This franchise was built on luxury, a glamorous life. Like, they didn't have to like fight. Their
Right.
words were crafty and violent enough that their
Exactly.
words and reads was enough for the audience. It kept us all sunk in. Like, you didn't have to downgrade and demoralize the brand to reach another audience, because the truth of the matter is the younger generation likes that too. They
Mhm.
really don't want to see people of certain ages act like them.
Right, because
They
it
don't.
reminds them of their mothers and their aunts. It's just like
Yes, they don't. We'd love to see our mothers and our aunts and our grandmothers use their words and go back. You know what I'm saying? And I used to love when my grandmother used to cut people assholes from left to right with her words. Tongue was sharp.
and cutting up and having fun and thinking their ass is 21 and doing the damn most. Like,
You don't want to reminisce about what they used to do when they was their age,
You
or
know,
they were our
grandmas
age.
would get
You
your
know what?
behind together.
Yeah, like I
They
want to
would get you together.
electric slide and shit. Like, come
You
on.
don't have to. They didn't have to break what didn't need to be refixed anyway. Like, they fucked up their own. It was unnecessary. It was just unnecessary. The reason why people started to fall away, your numbers started to drop, because it became unnecessary. Why are we gonna waste our time watching y'all show? If we want to see Ratchet TV, we're gonna actually watch Ratchet TV.
Yeah.
That part.
So, like, if this is all that we got to offer, then we going for the whole thing. We don't want to look. We're gonna go for the whole thing.
Like, these were supposed to be the women that made it out of having to do all that, baby. I'm too rich for that, bitch. I'm too fighting, bitch. Great, bitch. We made it out the hood for a reason, honey. Like, are we the girls who ain't got to do none of that? That's what Housewives was supposed to give. Like,
and it gave us, like, y'all think about it.
It did.
And please, y'all send this to Bravo on them. They need to really understand. They ain't got nobody over there. Either they not doing sisters, or they ignoring the fuck out of the sisters. They're not listening to what the people are saying. Like, that was enough. Watching the bitch get read down.
Because they're seeing the explosion of a Blueface, Krishan, of Zeus, of baddies. They're seeing,
but all of that is fading.
They're seeing the ish that is in rotation and the ish that's sticking. But once again, they're trying to stick they're trying to slap
agenda.
It's like they're trying to slap a whole new complexion on an original complexion. It's like, girl, no.
Can I ask y'all a question though? Can I ask y'all a question though?
Y'all gonna have to scrap the whole thing and just do something that is birthing that. Like, let it.
Can I ask you a question though? Conscious, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. You watched that movie, Idiocracy?
No. Hold on.
It's
a Tyler Perry movie.
You know what I'm talking about? No, it's not. It's a movie, Idiocracy. I want y'all to watch it. I want all the viewers to watch it. I feel like that's what the government and everything and influence and algorithm is trying to do, is to dumb us down and make us slow. So I really want everybody to watch Idiocracy. At some point in the time on the video, I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek about it. Is that they put soda in the water fountains, not water, but soda. So you're not drinking the proper things and eating the proper things. The president is dude. What's that dude's name? I ain't worrying about it. Anyways, he's ignorant as hell. And the fact that he's the president is like everybody's so dumbed down to where like we ain't even recognizing what we're supposed to be. So what you're saying and what I heard what she's saying and what I'm saying to you, all this is a thing of what they showing and doing with the algorithm to dumb us down because they need us slow. And I ain't trying to be funny. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Nah, it's a big conspiracy right now. Obviously, it's an agenda to really dumb down the intellect of America, and You know, it's all around us, especially as a minority community. So, you know, everything is on brand, I guess. So with the new world in order, child. But we'll get into that in another video. I want to thank y'all for coming up. Thank you for being here. Bundles, I love you, dude. Hit me up on Instagram. On Rumors and Tea. It's always a blessing, love. Thank you for being
Love
here.
y'all.
Love you too. I got to get out of here, you guys. I want to come and give you guys a breaking news. Kenya Moore not returning to season 16, girl. Apparently, they done found some bad behavior, honey, and they allegedly agreed to amicably, you know, take this season off. But clearly, things ain't so amicable if Kenya ass is also threatening lawsuits. So, so it's gonna be buckety damn wild. We'll see what it gives. I'm sure the story will continue to develop. I am sure Kenya ass is probably going to show her face and go live at some point, girl, and going to ask for 100,000 goddamn people to be in the stream before she could drop the real tea. And she's probably going to speak to this. Kenya Moore has an ego. I'm sure she's embarrassed. The new girls, you know, don't have to worry about her. I'm sure she feels like she's taking a big ass L right now, baby. Oh, I know Kenya ego is off the chain right now because she like, that bitch Brittany got me. That bitch Brittany, baby. Brittany won, baby. Brittany won the damn war, sugar, baby. I mean, this is a really big L for Kenya. It's a big L, and Kenya knew it, which is why she, according to reports, girl, threatening to sue. She don't agree with the way shit happening. She's taking an L, you know, because this is Miss Kenya, honey. I ain't going nowhere, honey. I know what I'm doing. I am Miss Know It All, baby. So the fact that she got caught slipping and it looked like the new girls, you know, got it going on, baby. I mean, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that live stream, girl. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. Check out my hot topics from earlier today. I'm going to drop the link. It was pre-recorded. I apologize for the audio. I was doing some improv because I wasn't home at the time. So sometimes, girl, that's the way the audio is going to be autoing, girl, okay? Because we're going to be in the moment, honey. On my phone, just talking shit. And, you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. I ain't always got access to my equipment every time I get a hit from the Holy Ghost. So, you know, the audio is a little bit all over the place, but it's a solid hot topics, honey. So go and get your life. If there's anything you want me to cover and to talk about, anything going on in the news cycle you want to hear about, just always leave that stuff in the comment section. You can always email me at consciouztv@gmail.com. And, of course, you can always DM me at consciouztv on Instagram as well. And if you enjoyed yourself as always and you appreciate the cane, continue to subscribe and share out the platform on top of send a little donation to let me know that it's real at $Consciouztv as well as on oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my homepage. PayPal.me/ConsciouzTV. I love you. Long time. And why is my shit moving all slow, girl? YouTube also been like, it's something they doing, and it's glitching up the whole ish. It's glitching up the old ish. I saw other content creators also glitching and shit delayed and ish, girl. YouTube always doing something crazy. I'm trying to drop this link for y'all in the comment section so y'all can roll over there and give that content a thumbs up and a comment and get your life and things, girl. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'll probably be back tomorrow with another pre-recorded, so make sure you got your notification bell set to all. And I'm trying to come on, Capruta. What is you doing? What is you doing, honey? Okay, how doing? How doing? I mean, my computer is really lagging. This is like redonkulous. Okay, hold on. Let me. Oh, girl, I can't deal with this, honey. This is too much. Let me see. Okay, boom. All right. I'm dropping the link for that content. Okay, girl. Hush. Okay. All right. So hit that link. It's in the comment section. Roll over there. I'll see you guys later. Bye.